Championship here very, very soon. Thank you for tuning in. And we are at the starting line for the men's 8-kilometer race. For those of you who do not speak kilometer, that is about 5 miles of race. We'll be starting uphill into the wind, about 400 meters, 500 meters. And this 8-kilometer course, it will have its twists and turns. So at some points, the runners will have the 15-mile-an-hour winds at their back, and others, they will be brutally bombarded by 39-degree temperatures with 15-mile-per-hour winds in their face. So it should be a test of strength and will. And we are off with the start of the men's championship for Division I in the NJCAA. Thank you for tuning in. Fans, you can follow all the action of the 2021 NJCAA National Championships live on the NJCAA Network next year. You can also view archived broadcasts of previous National Championship events at www.njcaanetwork.com. It's also available on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Android TV, and Roku streaming platforms. So this start of the race, we have a herd of runners coming through. No defined breakouts yet, but that will happen very soon. As you can see, a lot of runners decked out in warm gear. It feels like about 30 degrees up here in Fort Dodge, Iowa at Lakeside Golf Course. And as you can see, there aren't too many trees. The golfers don't like trees. So, in other words, the wind will not be broken at any point. This is a constant bombardment of wind. So these athletes will have a fun time today. Again, this is about an 8-kilometer course, 5 miles. And we are just about 2 minutes in. Just about 2 minutes in, we've got a huge pack of runners as they're coming down. The top 5 teams in the NJCAA are Iowa Central in first, Iowa Western second, Cloud County in third, Southern Idaho in fourth, and Hutchinson in fifth. So we'll be looking at that team race as we go. Looks like Cloud County's got a couple athletes up there. I believe that's Habtamu Geta and Awet Baraki, both leading this race off quickly. And Kelvin Bungay from Iowa Central also just behind him. We've also got Jonas Mogos from Iowa Western. He's up there as well. Jeremiah Serranos Vela up there as well. Again, thank you for joining us. You are watching the NJCAA Division I Men's and Women's Cross Country Championships on the NJCAA Network. Thank you, fans, for tuning in today. In an unprecedented 2020 season, it is a blessing to be here running cross country, even in the midst of this pandemic. I know all of these runners are grateful that they get to compete this year, and they are doing a great job of doing so. So we should be just past 1K, 1 kilometer into this 8-kilometer race. That top pack is not, they haven't broken out yet. So that top 5 is all within a few seconds with, let's see, Awet Baraki, Kelvin Bungay, Habtamu Geta, Jonas Mogos, and Tegan Flanagan from Hutchinson, all up there within 5 seconds of each other. So that individual race is heating up already. And as you can see, that top 5 pack is already breaking away. Looks like Awet Baraki really leading the charge there. Habtamu Geta from Cloud County. So Cloud's got 2 guys in that top 5 pack. That will be huge for the team race, but Iowa Central close behind with Per Beal, looks like. And Noah Frisky. Again, some great athletes here today. And we will keep you posted as this race continues on. You can keep up with the latest news and updates regarding the NJCAA cross country by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org. And we have just hit the mile marker for that lead pack. Leading the charge there is Awet Baraki. He crosses the first mile in about 4 minutes and 50 seconds. In second at the moment is Kelvin Bungay from Iowa Central with 4:51. Jonas Mogos in 4:52. Haptamu Geta 4:53. And Tegan Flanagan all 4:55. These guys are on pace for a great time. Under 25 minutes for 8 kilometers, which is exceptional in these conditions. They're on the backstretch of this cross-country course here at Lakeside in Fort Dodge, Iowa. This is also where the Iowa State High School championships are held as well. And we are hosting the NJCAA cross-country championships here. So Lakeside is getting a lot of runners over their fairways and greens, and the golfers are graciously giving them the space and the time to do so. So you can see that lead cart still got Awet Baraki up in front, commanding lead at the moment, just over a mile in. And in second and third and fourth, very close race between Kelvin Bungay from Iowa Central, Jonas Mogos from Iowa Western, and Haptamu Geta from Cloud County. At the moment, Iowa Central Community College holding a commanding team lead. Followed by Iowa Western and Cloud County. Should be shaping up for a great team race and a great individual race. We got a lot of runners within a few seconds of each other after this mile. Again, thanks for joining in. We'll be giving you several camera angles throughout this race, so hopefully you can find you and your beloved runners at some point in this race. But right now, we've got a wide camera angle here. You can see a lot of runners passing. They're very strung out, especially after that first pack of the first half mile. This is the time of the race when you realize that you've got about 4 miles left to run. There's a lot of race to be run. Your mind starts getting into it. Your legs perhaps start going numb in this cold weather. But again, also just grateful that we are racing here and keeping everybody safe. That's spectating and that is running. A huge thank you for all the fans listening in right now. You are listening to the NJCAA Division I Men's and Women's Cross Country Championships on the NJCAA Network. Thank you fans at home watching on this live stream, and thank you fans here in person. If you are watching from home, you are probably much warmer than a lot of these fans here on the course. So this course here at Lakeside Golf Course in Fort Dodge, Iowa, it's got a lot of twists and turns, lots of long hills, but also some great straightaways to really stride out. So runners will appreciate those times when they have just a flat course ahead of them for a while. But the kicker here on this course is that last 1K, that last about, just over a half a mile. It'll be into the wind and uphill. So as you can see, we've got our top 4 athletes now kind of separating themselves. That's Kelvin Bungay from Iowa Central, Awet Baraki from Cloud County, still leading the charge, but got caught. We've got Jonas Mogos and Iowa Western in the blue. It looks like Haptamu Geta from Cloud County still up there. So Cloud County got first and fourth at the moment, and that's a great shot of the flags, just how windy it is today. Cloudy day. But Cloud County is probably used to those cloudy days. And in 5th, that's Tegan Flanagan from Hutchinson. He has really pushed up to the front, so he's gaining on that top pack. Great race for him. Looks like Per Beal from Iowa Central also in about 6th place. So Cloud and Iowa Central still battling it out for that national title, and Iowa Western is not far behind as well. Cloud and Iowa Western will really have a battle out for that 2nd and 3rd spot. Iowa Central still holding a strong lead in the team race as we approach the 2-mile marker. So once again, coming from last year, Cloud County was your champions in 2019. Iowa Central was 3rd and Trinidad State was 5th. Now the tables have turned a bit with Iowa Central being ranked 1st, Iowa Western being ranked 2nd, and Cloud County ranked 3rd. Here's another great shot of the race. Again, Cloud County still holding up that 1st and 4th positions with Haptamu Geita and Alwet Baraki. Jonas Mogus from Iowa Western and Kelvin Bungay from Iowa Central. And Tegan Flanagan and Per Beal still pushing up, still getting to that front pack. Sometimes in these long 5-mile races, it's smart to start a little slower, maybe save a little energy for those hills later on in the race. Sometimes when athletes run out too fast, run too quick for those first 2 miles, they do not have enough stamina and strength to finish. Especially in windy conditions, that can play a huge factor. Looks like Iowa Central's got about 6 guys in that top 25. Cloud County, maybe about 4 in that top 25, so pretty close, but still Iowa Central holding that lead. I apologize, we like the color red on this screen, but thank you for tuning in. This is the NJCAA Division I Men's National Championship race. And some people don't know that cameras are on tripods and that they are live streaming. But hey, he's going to watch it from home and know that he is famous. Oh, he just realized. So back to the race. Again, a lot of great athletes here. We've got about 15 teams competing in this Division I National Championship. A lot of great form for runners here. They're looking strong, looking comfortable. It's about 12.5 minutes in. That means we're about halfway through for the leaders. So we're about 2.5 miles for those leaders. I'll give you a quick update. Got Alwet Baraki still leading the charge, but Kelvin Bungay is just 0.02 seconds back, so they're pretty much running side to side. Haptamu Geita in 3rd. Jonas Mogos in 4th. Tegan Flanagan coming up and actually joining that lead pack. So Tegan Flanagan from Hutchinson Community College starting off a little slower, but slowly making his way up to that front pack. So great job by Tegan. Here's a shot somewhere around 2.5 miles. Again, great athletes running through here. Hopefully we'll get a shot of somebody you know. We got some Iowa Central runners, some Trinidad State runners here, Hagerstown Community College. Always fun to see the different uniforms that come out every year. We got Southern Idaho here, traveling all the way from the west side of the United States. Pratt Community College, Fort Scott, Indian Hills, Southern Idaho again. Southern Idaho came onto the scene, I believe, about 5 years ago. Really started running well, and they are now top contenders both in the men's and women's races. So great job to Southern Idaho building that program up. Iowa Central Community College still leading the charge here in the team race. They have been a perennial powerhouse in this cross-country sport. But Iowa Western and Cloud County still nipping at their heels here in this 8K race. We are nearing the 3-mile mark, and I will give you an update there on times. Again, fans, you can follow all the action of the 2021 NJCAA National Championships live on the NJCAA Network next year. And you can also view archived broadcasts of previous national championship events at www.njcaanetwork.com. The NJCAA Network is also available on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Android TV, and Roku streaming platforms, all of which would make great holiday gifts for your loved ones. Again, this is a great view of that wind just bending that plastic stake that's holding the flags. I believe the runners have it with them at this point in time, going up that hill, crossing that marker. Big thank you to Wayzata Timing as well, getting our markers here so we can give you splits. You can check out the results online at wayzatatiming.com. Again, this is brought to you live at Fort Dodge, Iowa, at Lakeside Community College. We're nearing this 3-mile marker, so let's look at the splits here. Kelvin Bungay is taking just maybe a half a second lead from Iowa Central Community College. Also got Tegan Flanagan in second. Jonas Mogos from Iowa Western. Awet Baraki from Cloud County. And rounding out that top 5 at the 3-mile marker is Haptamu Geita from Cloud County. So that top pack still within a second of each other. So they're still running strong. Still running strong. And in 6th place at the moment is Jeremiah Serrano Vela. He is just about 10 seconds back. And then Micah Stanton also having an amazing race from Trinidad State. He is currently in 7th, just about 13 seconds back from the lead pack. And Zane Chalker from Hagerstown Community College. He's about 15 seconds back from that lead pack. So great races by those athletes here. You can keep up with the latest news and updates regarding NJCAA cross country by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org. So a lot of runners past that 5K mark. At this point in the race, you got about 3K left, so you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the legs are starting to really strain. The lungs are starting to burn a bit, or maybe freeze a little bit in these conditions. But this is when runners that have done the strength training in the off-season, that have done the hill training in the off-season, that have done those tempo runs, really start to pull away. But once again, that top 5 still hanging on. Again, Iowa Central, Cloud County, Iowa Western, and Hutchinson all represented there. Still on a great pace. They're about 5-minute pace going on here. That would add up to about a 25-minute, 8-kilometer finish. But again, this course is relentless. This last 3K, they will take a couple twists and turns and then come back up a 1 kilometer long hill into the wind, that 15-mile-an-hour southeast wind, and then turn to finish with about downhill 400-meter finish. Again, Iowa Central still leading that team race. Cloud County, Iowa Western, and battling it out for 2nd and 3rd, as expected in this race. Again, thank you for tuning in from home. Hopefully you get a picture of some of your runners that you are supporting today. Got a lot of teams here from a variety of places across the United States, from Idaho to Texas, Kansas, Iowa. Again, weather conditions are a huge factor here. You see a lot of athletes wearing hats, wearing gloves, and arm sleeves. Always helpful for these long, grueling races. perhaps starting to get numb a little bit, and maybe that helps, maybe that hurts. It's also interesting, a lot of these athletes come from different climates. So those from the north coming down here to Fort Dodge, Iowa is nothing new. But if you're from Texas, from the south, these conditions can really make a difference. If you look at these region championship times, they were run on warmer, flatter courses. And then you come to Fort Dodge, Iowa with a little hilly cross-country course. It's very cold and windy. And you really get to see the mental toughness of a lot of these athletes. So we are just past the 20-minute mark. Thanks to he's out of time. We got our 4-mile markers right now. Calvin Bungay from Iowa Central starting to pull away from the pack. He is about 3 seconds ahead of Jonas Mogos from Iowa Western Community College. Haptamu Geita in third. He's about 7 seconds off of second. Then Tegan Flanagan and Awet Baraki from Hutchinson and Cloud, respectively. They are still together in 4th and 5th place. Micah Stanton and Zane Shocker coming behind. And Jeremiah Serranos Velas, he's starting to catch that pack of 2 of Tegan and Awet. So interesting race here. So you can see this is a view of towards the beginning of the race. We really had a lot of Iowa Central runners up front. Cloud County running well. Trinidad State running well. Hopefully these angles will give you a great shot of your athlete you're supporting today. But with the time, we're about 21 and a half minutes gone. With Calvin Bungay, Iowa Central, a freshman, running an amazing race, starting to pull away from the pack, which will really help that team race for Iowa Central. Calvin Bungay was your Region 11 champion 2 weeks ago here at Fort Dodge, Iowa. You must know this course really well, know how to run it, know the amount of effort to give in any one point. It definitely helps to run on your home course, sleep in your own bed the night before for Iowa Central. For all these athletes traveling from far, far away, thank you for traveling to the NJCAA National Championship. And thank you, fans, for tuning into this live stream right now. Cross country really is a grueling race, very grueling race. Long jump from high school where you're running about a 5K or a 3-mile race up to the 8K. It's about a 2-mile jump, so really that stamina, that strength of college athletes is far and beyond those high school athletes. So some of these freshmen can really start to get tired at this point when they're used to only running 15, 16 minutes. Now they're running about 26, 27. Here's a great shot. Awet Baraki, Calvin Bungay, Jonas Mogos, Haptamu Geita, Tegan Flanagan. Again, this is a little earlier in the race, but a great shot indeed. Per Beal from Iowa Central, having a great race. And we've got a big pack right behind him. A lot of Iowa Central, Hutchinson, Iowa Western, Southern Idaho looking great. Butler Community College. Again, hopefully you can see your athletes here. Support them from home. Especially during a COVID 2020 pandemic. Nice to stay home at times, but I'm sure the weather also deterred some fans from coming out today. But we're grateful for you joining here on the live stream as well as in person to cheer on these incredible, mentally strong athletes. And we are at about 24 minutes gone. Calvin Bungay rounding the crest of the hill where he's going to turn and finish down that straightaway. And we will get a shot of that here very soon. Calvin Bungay very much pulling away from the crowd. He's about 20 seconds ahead, or forgive me, about 10 to 15 seconds ahead of second place, Jonas Mogos. In third right now is Haptamu Geita. And then a really good battle, very good battle between Tegan Flanagan, Jeremiah Serranos Vela, and Awet Baraki, all 4th through 6th. So that'll be a really interesting shakeout, especially for the team race, as Cloud County is going to try to pit as many in the top 10 as they can. But for team scores wise, looks like Iowa Central is really clamping down on that lead. They will most likely be your national champions. Again, thanks for tuning in to this live stream. Kelvin Bungay has officially finished, followed by Jonas Mogos. Here is just a little bit different of a time, so on the screen you can see that time. Coming in about 24:57. Kelvin Bungay, a freshman from Iowa Central, amazing race. Region 11 winner, now a national champion. Great race to Kelvin. Get a fist bump from his athletic director, Kevin Twait there. Jonas Mogos from Iowa Western finishing strong in 25:10. Great race from him. Looks like Haptamu Geita. And Jeremiah Serranos Vela, what a finish to finish ahead of Tegan Flanagan. He was from Ranger, Tegan is from Hutchinson. Great battle for that top 5. What a race of really good athletes. Great sportsmanship there by those top couple finishers. And there's Awet Baraki. He went out really hard. Finished 6th. Yeah, 6th. And Micah Stanton, great race from him from Trinidad State in 25:41. Zane Chalker there. Kasim Kabet in 9th. Thomas Termoti in 10th. Eric Christian in Southern Idaho in 11th. Zachary McPhee from Pratt, 12th. Per Beal just finished. And Hunter Klemek, both Iowa Central athletes. So they pitted 3 in the top 15. Gudisa Adno, Jalen Anderton, Noah Frisky as well from Iowa Central in 17th. Nick O'Connor, Riley Reed, Jacob McKellanon. Great races from them. Looks like Cameron Delaney just finished strong. Demetrius from Iowa Central, Tariq Xavier. I believe I skipped Michael Iyali and Griffin May from Cloud County in Southern Idaho. And Iowa Central realizing all 5 of their scorers are already finished within the top 25, pitting all 5 of their guys in the top 25. That will win you a national championship, gentlemen. Great race from Iowa Central. Also great finishes from Southern Idaho athletes. They are looking strong as well, really bumping up on that team score.